Good afternoon from down under, everyone. My name is Marisportum, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Dark Heresy beta playthrough. This should be part 2 in the series, and last we left off, we had begun our exploration of Bastion Serpentis. So we're going to continue on with our exploration, hopefully get it all done and get to our first area. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying so far, otherwise let's begin. So clearly, the beacon has
Be on your guard.
is getting stronger and stronger here. It's not this room, so it's probably the next one. So we'll look in here though. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, he's a masochist. Weird that the all isn't showing that.
Moving.
No, this like is having a bad day. Hmm.
Always on the move.
I guess nothing there. So it's clearly in this room.
Mind your surroundings.
Oh look, our thief has appeared. Kinda caught red-handed there, mate.
Reconnoitering.
So, buddy, about that. Yeah. So it looks like we found our thief, I guess, for a better word. So we'll go turn in the quest then. And then we will head back to the other side. Yeah, so I thought you were the ones who needed help. Acolyte Lim hid one in the interrogation rooms. A path crossed while I was confiscating the stolen items. He seemed quite anxious after that. So we get some free medkits from it apparently. Not bad. Alright. Alright, so I guess we will start running our way back here.
The Holy
Oh.
Ordos teach vigilance.
Aha! There's something here. I'm guessing that must be the... we will deal with them later. Alright, so there's the second one. What's happening over here then? Alright. Alright, so nothing else there. So I guess we will double back. What's this? I'm guessing they'll unlock later. This is the way.
Moving.
Oh. Uh-huh. Alright, let's have a read of this.
No sense in delay.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure what any of that's about, but it's whatever. Alrighty. Alright, so clearly there's an error there. I'll go pick up this stuff. Seems to be fine. Oh, someone's losing their mind. Alright, what's this? Huh. Built the nature of light and shadow between the spawn of darkness.
Always on the move. Mind your surrounding.
Oh. That wasn't too challenging, I suppose. Look at the item in a second. I'm just gonna take that back anyway. Well, you're clearly the one that's having an issue.
Reconnoitering.
Alright. Alright, the server archivist assigned to the restricted section is malfunctioning. It has been automatically requesting texts and subsequently leaving them along its route to the atrium. Oh, we get plus willpower. Alright, I must go. Alright, well, we'll give that to our good friend here. Why not? Plus 10 metal. Maybe we'll put that on us. Why not? Don't share a helmet ever. Sure, why not?
Always on the move.
Alright, so it looks like we're more or less free to head up this way now. Oh, don't show me completed quests.
Moving.
Ooh, okay, Fudgeron. Can we get you as a companion? Nah, probably not. You don't got a name. If you don't have a name, he's probably not a companion. Apologies in advance going forward with recordings. If I have to put in a pause, it's because I have to dip quickly to Discord, so bear with me, folks.
Reconnoitering.
What do we got here? Whenever the wearer is hit for the first time in the round, they gain... Oh, that's Ogren thing. Yeah, spoiler, obviously, if you weren't aware, we are getting an Ogren. At some point in the foreseeable future. obviously I'm just gonna have a look around the sides first. Clearly we're supposed to be able to get in there, but I guess that will be after our first mission. So just keep exploring the sides.
Tread carefully.
And then we'll go say hello to our friend up there.
At one.
What about over this side? We have a preacher at 7. Inspect. Examine. Ooh, cutscene. Pretty. I just remember, because this is a beta build, I have turned my graphics down, so this will probably look even a little bit better. Right. Okay, that's just
No sense in delay.
animation stuff. Don't seem to be anything there. Alright, let's have a look. What do you got for us, Nemus? What is the issue with our allies? I guess he's going to give us a rundown of everything. What factions are you referring to? We got the mission, we got the Fusiliers, the Laffy Worlds, and Lucians. Why should the Inquisition show forbearance and understanding in the first place? Whatever happened to the fear and awe? Alright, what benefit could each of them potentially bring? Why am I the one who has to decide this? I'll say the first one. Alright, so the Talons have Bolter Flamer and all the other nice weapons. Juzo has the heavy weapons and armor, as well as sniper rifles. Plasma and Melter for a Fae. Lucy is deal with dueling weapons and psychic armaments and Xenos gear. Alright. This may be the least important question of all, but where did the spare tank come from? Yeah, can't we just use the tank? I'll drive a tank. I did it in Rogue Trader once. Alright, I'm ready to make my choice. We will do... no, let's scroll back up. Which one was what? Fusiliers are heavy weapons, huh? We'll get a Fusiliers then. Is there anything I ought to be aware of? How did you come to be with the Inquisition? Oh, so he's like Jay, he's a coal trader, huh? You're a former smuggler, are you not? Did you ply the coal trade? The Inquisition consorting with criminals, that is heresy. Yeah, I mean, considering what we're going to be doing in our playthrough, he's got a point. You can twist the words and try to justify all you want, but it remains heresy, and you're at 7. What is your business within the Bastion walls? Alright. You are learned, so you are a learned man, and yet you waste away here as a quartermaster. Alright, so let's go have a look at the gear, I guess. Pardon me. We'll start with the Fusiliers. Go down to the bottom and scroll up, I guess. Alright, sell all the junk. Don't need this axe, don't need the sword, don't need this axe. Shouldn't need the knife. Shouldn't need that, shouldn't need that, shouldn't need that. Shouldn't need that. Shouldn't need that. Sell the stuff we won't need. We won't need that. And none of this have any worth, so it doesn't matter. Alright, sell all that. Yes, we will take a few melter charges. Say 4 melter charges. Take frag grenades. Hmm. Nothing there yet that's of any particular note. Axe, armor durability, shotgun, plus voice skill. Voice can gains fight defense. Damage reduction. Not bad. Okay, well, that's interesting. Ooh, that would be nice to get. Right, for now, that's fine. Alright. What about this one? I mean, we'll take a few. Take a plasma pistol, mace, heavy armor, they gain damage reduction. I have heavy armor yet. Sword is That'll be a different companion, I'm sure. Cool, interesting. Melter pistol. Self-repairing armor seems pretty decent. Plasma gun of doom, breacher armor. Okay. These wares, I suppose. Power grenades. Oh, we have a knife, we have a dueling hood. Okay, that could be useful. There's only one enemy within their influence. Hit chance against them. Yeah, okay, maybe we buy that. I mean, this sniper rifle's pretty good, but we still have a decent one. Oh. That has thundering. Um... We'll have to check that one. Deals vital damage when shooting with a pistol. Did not spend AP when making the next pistol attack. Okay. Don't really think I'm going to be doing that. Fellowship. More wounds and stuff. Second melee attacking around. Plus 4 defense. Better sniper rifle. Whenever the wearer makes an attack, all allies make an opportunity attack against target. That's like a melee officer, I guess. Just suppose could definitely work. Needle rifle. So some nice weapons there.
Moving.
Alright. And lastly, the Scintilla squares. Okay, I mean, this just straight up looks better than max range. Attacks with this weapon inflict 2 levels of burning. I mean, where's the comparison? It's just better than the flamer. Executioner's bolter. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be using it, but sure. Probably better than the shotgun at least. Labels gloves. That could be useful later on, but for now, that's not going to be happening. Okay. All units within the influence that have more than 0 morale suffer negative 2 morale, and all units with the influence that have less... Yeah. Okay. I'm sure that would be good for Sarah eventually. At the end of the turn, all enemies within the wearer's influence with a damage over time effect. Or make yourself an instant of the damage, it's pretty good. Puritan Flamer. I see that one is better than the pistol probably. Except for the range. Okay. The way I use push, they gain armor durability. Cool. Hits an ally. Hmm. That's pretty good. Alpha Bolter. Should call that the Beta Bolter, but anyway. Um, that can't be accurate. Oh. Oh, that looks really good. It's two-handed as well. Okay. Well, we'll buy this stuff. The extended shopping trip there. We will give you that, which means I guess you get the usual claw. Extra wound damage, heavy stubber. Alright, let's have a look at this very quickly. Plus the extra wound, that would make 12, that'd be 36, which is the high end of that damage. Okay, so why not? You get soft targets, even better. And then we'll just check items. Yeah, you get a frag grenade. You can keep your grenade. You can get a med pack. You interrupt. It does disrupt. Okay. Alright, we'll drop a quick save there, and we'll continue on. So, time to go into the verdict.
No sense in delaying.
Alright, we'll have a bit of a wander. It's going to be our room or someone else's. Oh, there's a little Sarrow in here.
Keeping my eyes open.
I guess our companions don't want to say anything. What we got over here? Oh, more stuff.
At one.
I guess a little meeting room. Oh, we have someone to talk to here. Alright, let's throw in a save. Yemen has, huh? He doesn't have a portrait yet, so I guess that's still a work in progress. Why are you calling me Commander? What is the ship's condition? How are you faring after Shelter's Valor? Alright, how do I take command of the gun cutter? I'm not going to deal with this nonsense, just report over the Vox that I've taken command over the ship. Alright. So I guess we get to pick our mission. So we got Lucid Palace, or Sectorus. Now, again, I'm going to do the Sectorus one first, even though that's what the Alpha did. But that's because, again, I want to pick up our companions for this run, which are the Xenos companions. So that's what we're going to do. And then my second playthrough, I will do this one first. So we'll get to see the Lucid Palace negative event instead of the flooding in Sectorus, and then in the second run, we'll see what happens when you go here first, and the flooding will happen in Sectorus. Alright. Alright, so what is waiting for us here?
Out! We're all gonna die in here. The sea will come for us again.
Upper Hivers! They've come to punish us, Brad!
Oh, we got voice acting. It was definitely a good choice to come here first then. Alright.
Mind your surroundings.
I spotted the thing first.
No, you.
Sorry, why am I locked in here?
As I've said before, civilians are not allowed to leave the Marisportum perimeter. And no, we are not coming to an understanding. Wait a minute, I don't know you.
Show the signal on the pic recorder. You know what this is, don't you? Open the gate.
This is the gatekeeper of Gateway P344 speaking. The gate is locked due to an elevated threat level. For permission to exit, contact an authorized official.
What's the reason for the elevated threat level?
Sea quakes, toxic spills, landslides, rampant heretics. Take your pick. It seems to me you made it just in time before another flood. But it's inevitable. And when it comes, there'll be new attempts to breach the gate.
Is there any way to leave this place?
Sure, if you can fly.
Who can authorize my exit?
You'll need Inquisitor Millicentilia. Sister Septima is authorized to give such orders too.
Where can I find Sister Septima?
Sister Septima's detachment set up a camp somewhere in the Marisportum Sectoris.
Where can I find Inquisitor?
Not a clue. Do you think the Inquisitor keeps someone like me informed of her whereabouts? All I know is that she is currently within the perimeter.
Alright, we'll step away. Something else is here.
Moving.
They say there was a big fire, one hab zone
At
over.
once.
I guess not everything is voice acted. I've had colder receptions. Can you tell me about this place? Who are the divers? With a flock of repentants. Tell me about the ferals. Upper hivers, who are they? I see. We have a full picture, I must go.
Moving.
Alright, time to go get our friend.
He's on his own. Take him down, boy. I'll crack your head open for the Emperor!
Oh, what a good friend he is. Alright, we're gonna take a look at him.
We should count ourselves lucky. Note the augmetic set into the cranium of this abhuman specimen. Said augmetic substantially facilitates his cognitive processes, which makes him intelligent enough to grasp concepts such as cause and effect, at the very least. Simply put, this Ogren has the capacity to assent to basic agreements.
Oh, Epion is talking. Hooray! What voice acting? Guardsman, stop. Enough. You fought well.
Guardsman? They don't call me Guardsman? Sometimes Sergeant Ollie calls me you there, or abhuman, but not Guardsman. You're not the enemy, I thinks. Then, are you reinforcement?
Oh god, I love you already, Cog. We're gonna give him a medkit. Take this. You should treat your wounds.
For me? I'm not allowed. It's what the sergeant says. But he's not here, so I'll take it.
Tell me your name, Ogren. Are you actually called 0 or 0118B?
Yes, inventory number. But you can call me Cogg. It's what the sergeant calls me.
What happened here?
We was on patrol. These ones came at us. Wounded the sergeant. He gave me orders. Hold position until reinforcement comes. The sergeant went to cover the rear, he said.
Alright. Who was in command of your unit?
Sergeant Ollie. 10th Platoon, Salinton, Satillan, Fusiliers, 27th. That's right, I thinks.
So you're only out here. No one else in your unit survived.
I'm with Sergeant Ollie. He went to get reinforcement, but he'll be back.
It looks like Himiri's voices isn't in yet. So it's clear it's only going to be partially voice acted, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. You can't be allowed to remain here without command. 011 I hate to be, you are the property of the Imperium and must come with me until the matter has been cleared up.
I got orders. The sergeant said, hold position. Until the sergeant says so, I not leave position.
Perhaps I should help you look for the sergeant.
I not know. But the sergeant was wounded. That's bad. Should find him, maybe.
I don't know what the sergeant looks like. Come with me and you can help me recognize him.
I got orders. But the sergeant has been gone long. Maybe he got lost. Maybe more of these ones attacked him. Have to find the sergeant. All right, we'll go. But can't leave Fusiliers like that. There's bugs here, and those reinforcements are always late.
I'll inform command about the bodies. Oh, more rep. More rep is always a good thing.
You'll command until we find Sergeant Ollie. Then he'll command. He knows what to do.
He will not command if he knows what's good for him.
Initiating Vox frequency tracking mode.
Alright.
Reconnoitering.
Oh, that was where we came from.
How about we divvy it up fairly for everyone, eh?
I gotta get used to this, because I'm used to this area being flooded more than not.
Never still for long.
So if I take on 3 more shifts, I can become the 5th assistant to the deputy attendant. I'm gonna have to step it up.
Alrighty.
That one.
We'll go up here. Can I see the blessings available to me? Sure, why not? Alright, so... Actually, that's one thing we should check. So we already had a look at the convictions a little bit. We're almost at rank 20 for this one, which is good. Apparently our choices in the prologue were these ones, I guess. So I assume that you can do the other choices as well later down the line. Reputation. Here we go. Usually is. Okay. So it looks like we only have blue this time. We don't have blue and red, so that's pretty good, I guess.
Moving.
We'll talk to that person again in a second.
This cognition unit is registering an approaching layperson. High probability of ensuing communication. What is the reason for your query, layperson? This cognition unit carries the designation Isolus M88. He is part of the Lathworld Fleet's contingent stationed at the Expeditionary Corps in the Marisportum Sectorus. This unit executes regulated issuing of equipment from the Adeptus Mechanicus repositories, on condition of adequate access level.
What do you do here?
Isolus M88 provides maintenance for sacred mechanisms in the service of Sister Septima's detachment. Currently, primary duties are not being executed due to unsolicited communication, causing the unit to experience Tier 5 torment.
Alright, need equipment. Yeah. We don't actually need any of that though, but
The cognition
should just sell the junk again.
Always on the move.
Alright, let's have a talk with you. What is your position in the ecclesiarchy? What brought you to this place? Alright, and then we're gonna go. Alright, sister.
Leander de Taral's acolyte. I remember you. Rarely does one meet acolytes who bear the burden of their duty with such zeal. Continue to be steadfast in your undertakings, and you shall learn the grace of serving the God Emperor.
Lord Inquisitor Zerby sent me to assist you. Sister, yet I know nothing of your objectives.
I thank the God Emperor for this. Corruption cannot disturb an empty mind. For now, you need only know what I tell you. First, Inquisitor Millicentilia has lost the greater part of her servants in this hab zone. This has slowed her investigations, and, consequently, our joint work. Find out what happened to them as soon as you can. Otherwise, Inquisitor Millicentilia will be forced to spend time she should be devoting to saving Calixis. Second, my servant Dirkus was to make contact with the local preacher Ursimus. His orders were to question Ursimus and bring me the particulars I require. Dirkus has the gall not to present himself before me. You must descend into the bowels of this rotten place, learn where Dirkus is now, and bring him to me. You will recognize my servant by the robes of the ecclesiarchy, black hair cropped short, and the implant plate set into his forehead.
Well, yeah. Got a point.
The Lord Inquisitor has transferred all of you to serve under my command for the duration of this mission. Therefore, at present, you are to follow my orders. What happens afterward, only the God Emperor knows.
Are you suggesting we search the whole lab zone to find Decius?
To avoid fruitless searching, go to Confessor Ursimus, head of the Flock of Repentance. He dwells in the so-called Upper Town. You will find him at the very top. The workers' devotional service should be drawing to a close, so you may pass through the gates freely. Say that I sent you, and he will reveal every secret. You arrived with sufficient haste, so I judge Dirkus could not have been swept away in the toxic surge. Bring him to me alive and whole.
Do you work alongside Inquisitor Millicentilia?
Inquisitor Millicentilia is conducting her own investigation here. Her efforts are, without doubt, directed at supporting the Tyrantine Cabal. Yet, upon learning of my arrival, she did not see fit to join my righteous mission. Our talks about working together have stalled, and she now avoids my company. Given Inquisitor Millicentilia's dire circumstances, it is all the more surprising that her agent, Rufinus Scragg, is probing the Marisportum Sectorus on some mission. I must know what he is trying to sniff out. My people have lost track of him, therefore I entrust this task to you. According to the report, the agent bears an old burn covering half of his face. and an augmentation on the lower part of his left leg, below the knee. These distinguishing features will guide you in your search.
You want me to spy on the agents of another Inquisitor?
Yes. I want to be kept informed of developments, and Mistress Millicent Tillier is slow to share intelligence. My people are needed here, but you are a different matter.
So Scragg's whereabouts are known to you.
He who is charged with watching the agent failed in his duty, and now pays the price for that negligence. This, however, was merely a temporary lapse.
I will do what I can.
It is heartening to see that you grasp the significance of this mission.
Alright, find the preacher, Durkus, and return him. The objective is clear.
I am not finished yet. Since the last tidal surge, people have been disappearing from these parts. Most of the missing were certainly swallowed by the raging flood, yet others vanished afterward. People continue to go missing. On some nights, as many as 50 can be unaccounted for. Among other tasks, you must discover what became of those unfortunates, and who is responsible for their disappearance. That is all for now. Go and see to it.
Alright. We're just going to drop in the save, and then we're going to see if we can wait for her to bugger off, basically. Alright, she's buggering off. Alright, yoink! Alright, what do we got here? Uh-huh. Alright, well, we'll call this an episode here, I think. And in the next episode, we'll go pick up our 6th companion. And go from there. So thank you for watching, folks. And I hope you've been enjoying some of the voice acting that's in here at least. But I'll catch you next time.